Good morning and welcome to this week's reading. This week I have something a little different in store for you, and I always like it when Spirit tells me to do something a little different. It's something unique for me to do, and it always means we're bringing in some new information. So today is the 31st of December 2017, and not only are we going to be starting a new week, we are starting a new year, and we're on the verge of a new moon all at the same time. So it's going to feel like a big bang for us starting this year of 2018. So as I usually do, I'm going to do a yearly reading instead of a weekly reading today, just to give you some insight to the year. And I've already connected with Spirit and gotten some information from them. And overall consensus is we are going to be experiencing tremors. Now, these aren't earthquake tremors or shifts in the planet as far as physical shifts. They are tremors within humanity, within mindset and collective consciousness, which I know a lot of people who follow sort of spirituality or enlightenment or are working on their own spiritual journey are going to be thrilled to hear that. And of course, sometimes with change comes a little bit of rough waters. So we are not without rough waters, but know that the rough waters you're going to experience in 2018 are things that you can handle. And not only can you handle them, you can handle them with ease because you've been working on your foundation within yourself. It is time for more shifting. So we are still continuing. And remember, I said it's a few years in the making of this giant shift, and we've already started it. So we are shifting that collective consciousness where people are starting to shift their way of thinking, their way of doing, their way of living. And we're doing more and more of that, which I find incredibly exciting. When you are bringing about change, they're reminding me change is not about enforcing new rules, enforcing new ideas, or changing the way everybody lives or thinks. It is about changing your relationship with yourself. Change your relationship with yourself, and you change everything around you. One of the key ways to change or inspire change in others, remember, you can't force change, you can only inspire them, is change with yourself. Make sure you are honoring yourself, what you believe, your own personal set of morals, ethics, gratitude, all of those things. What is the type of person you believe yourself to be, and what do you want to bring to the table? And that's how you're going to shift things around you. Uphold those strong boundaries. We've spoken about boundaries over the last couple of years. Upholding those boundaries also shifts what happens with you in your personal life and around you. So if you are in a workplace and you are showing more gratitude, more enthusiasm, that has a trickle effect. It will trickle to everybody in that workplace. Likewise, if you are negative, it will also trickle effect to that. So keep your thoughts and yourself positive. And remember, your self-worth and your integrity is defined by you, not by anybody else. So for 2018, as we go through these tremors, know that out of these tremors, some beautiful things are happening. A lot of times we look at natural disasters and we become devastated, and they are a devastating experience to go through in the moment. But often new birth, new growth, and something more beautiful grows out of them. So today we are going to be pulling cards. This is the interesting part that they gave me today. So I'm kind of excited. We are using two decks today. And they are both by the same creator. One of them is Soul's Journey, and the other one is The Power of Love. Both of them very positive decks. And it's kind of neat that we get to use two decks. They are both created by James Van Praagh. And we're going to first pull two from The Soul's Journey. Everybody here has the same life purpose. It is to discover your soul, honor its true value and meaning. We already have our first card. And not have that be adjusted by anybody else. This is for the first half of the year, so obviously we still have a little bit more soul work to do. So for the first quarter, oh my goodness, people are going to love this. It's abundance. I get asked this question all the time. When will I feel in the flow of abundance? These cards, like some of my other favorite cards, come with affirmation. So I'm going to share this affirmation with you. I am a limitless being, meaning you are not limited. The only limits you have are limits that you falsely believe that you have. And I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So again, I'm going to share that with you. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So, your first quarter of the year, the universe is so strongly urging you, make sure you are consciously aware of what you are manifesting. Have faith that these changes, these turbulent waters that you are going through, are things you can go through with ease, because it is just breaking the shell to let all that goodness through. That is all it is. We've already let a whole bunch of goodness through in 2017. I know for some of you it was a rough year, particularly towards the end, but know that abundance is coming your way. So keep focused on that. And then it looks like this is one of our first tremors for the for the year. This is your second quarter. So this is your second quarter of the 4 quarters of the year. It says failure. Now, please do not stop dead in your tracks, because I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And the guides are chiming in here quickly, saying that we are now going to see how when we trip and fall, or when we make those quote unquote mistakes, it is just shifting our consciousness. We are just becoming more aware of a way to do it better. Mistakes are a natural part of self-discovery or truth coming to the surface. So please do not fear failure in any way. It is about you rediscovering yourself, rediscovering new and better ways. And then for the second half of the year, we're using the power of love. And this is kind of neat using 2 decks. I've done this for a reading before, but you'll see it's nice to have. We got top card there. So, one of the things they're saying with manifesting and failure, don't be too attached to how things come about. Just be attached that things shift for the highest and greatest good. For the third quarter of the year, I do love this, and this has got such great meaning. It is evolution. So I don't know, there's a little bit of a glare on the camera there. Evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons in your path to love. So remember coming out of that second quarter where we experienced some of that turbulence or quote unquote failure, and then comes those lessons. Remember the guides that just said, trust that mistakes are just truth coming to the surface, or you becoming more aware of something that you need to become aware of, or a better way. And here it is in that third quarter, evolution. You're shifting, you're changing. I realize that obstacles are merely lessons in my path to love. And then I very much love this. For the last quarter, it says cause and effect. And really, we need to understand that everything we do impacts us as a whole. Cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. So remember, as you go through 2018, it's so easy to focus on the negative, and I hear it so many times, oh, 2016 was awful, 2017 was a disaster, but there have been some wonderfully good changes that have come about. Remember, the changes you want to bring start with you, your thoughts, what you focus on, cause and effect. The biggest focus for you this year, be and honor yourself and inspire others to do the same. So I know that's a lot of information in a short amount of time. To recap, we are working on abundance and manifesting. We are focusing on those mistakes or those perceived failures so that we can shift our consciousness and evolve and grow from them. And then we have mastered the whole idea of cause and effect. So wishing you not just a wonderful week ahead, but an amazing 2018. See you next time.